Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Seriously. Can we please have one? But before we headfirst dive into this new year, praying that it will take us in a better direction than this previous one, I do want to very selectively look back and grab a few special good memories about this year to bring with us into the future. Bear with me. A few good moments of 2020. In my personal life, I got to spend a month and a half with the love of my life right up to the last little point that I could. And to be totally honest with you, being together all day, every single day for that long, we got over our honeymoon phase, but it was remarkable how comfortable we still felt together and how normal it felt. And that gives me a lot of hope for our future together. Because that can be a huge source of conflict in LDRs, right? Is because you're so not used to actually day-to-day interacting with them, but only interacting with the person when you are in the mood to interact with them. So to have this as kind of a dry run of our future together and have it go successfully, it gives me a lot of hope. Suddenly got very real there. Number 2, public and personal sanitation has gotten to where it really should have been all along in this century, but I've already talked about that in a video. The West is finally catching up with Asian countries when it comes to wearing masks and just general cleanliness. And number 3, incredibly, under the pressure of the entire world, scientists have managed to develop and create a reliable, safe, and effective vaccine. And to be honest, the speed and efficiency at which it was developed offers a glimpse into the future of what science and medicine could be like if it wasn't constantly being stonewalled by a lack of funding or political misinformation being spread. And now, some hopeful expectations of 2021. That global adoption of the vaccines exposed many people to how good and necessary and important science and modern medicine are. And wider trust is put in them, which is going to lead to better public health and safety. Because when people who can vaccinate do, there is a much lower chance of other people whose bodies can't develop immunity to all of these diseases catching these diseases. It helps everybody. It is one of the few instances in which there is a true win-win. And hopefully, when the adoption does become widespread, I would like to get a license. I fully planned on this being the year that I'm finally legally allowed to use public roads, but sitting in a tightly packed crowd of people inside an DMV for hours and hours does not seem like a particularly great idea right now. Number 3, I'm really hoping for a greater appreciation of just time with family and friends. Look, everybody alive right now will never forget this experience of raw isolation and the lessons of the importance of community, physically and mentally, will hopefully be appreciated and passed down to the next generation, who, because of our efforts now, God willing, will never experience anything like this. I don't ever want to see.
Kids these days are so soft. Back in my day, we survived a whole global pandemic.
Shut up. And finally, God willing, I'm able to see and be with Susan again. Which is a huge if for international travel at all, let alone an American coming into another country. But hey, I can hope. So here's hoping this year brings with it significantly greater cooperation and peace and my college experience being good.